So a couple of days ago, I received an invite directly from Meta to attend Meta Connect this year. So I felt now was a good time to start talking about Quest 3, because if you've noticed on the channel, I've not really talked about it much, apart from the initial time when they basically announced the headset coming. And I could sit here and quote to you some just specs about Snapdragon XR2 and how we're getting the Gen 2 for Meta Quest 3, but what I wanted to talk about was not only the leaks that we've had recently, so we can just basically put everything all in one video, but I wanted to talk about what developers have kind of hinted at from when I've gone to different game shows, what they're saying about the Quest 3. Now I can sit here and quote to you different things about Snapdragon, and to be honest, I don't really care about that stuff. Like, I'm kind of just a very simple gamer. I want to just get in there and see what this stuff looks like. So basically, developers have told me that Quest 3 will basically like shrink that gap, what Quest 2 was, and low-end PCVR. Now, some of you might be thinking low-end PCVR, like that's a very open statement, but the developers are very excited about the potential of the power that's going to be in Quest 3. Not only that, personally, I'm more excited about comfortability, because the Quest 2, I think, is the most uncomfortable headset out of the box. So I'm very excited to check out what the strap's like, and also, more importantly, the weight balancing, because of what I can tell, there is no difference in weight. Okay, so what's happening is there's a bit more weight at the back and the front is slimmed down a lot. Next up, we have resolution, which is going to be slightly higher than Quest 2, but that's not the important part. The important part is the lenses. This is going to feature pancake lenses, and for those of you who have got a Quest Pro, this does offer a massive improvement in clarity, like major improvement in clarity. Actually, I love looking at games through the Quest Pro, but to be honest, I actually don't like wearing the headset. I find it insanely uncomfortable over long periods. So again, this is something I'm very excited to check out, and it's obvious that Meta Quest are definitely pushing mixed reality with this headset. Now with PSVR2, and to be fair, Pico, I've not really had any great experiences in mixed reality. You can't really do it with PSVR2, but it's quite a mind-blowing experience. When you manage to get a game in your living space, it's quite an incredible experience, especially if it's one that you share. So recently when I went to Gamescom, we basically played like a mixed reality Worms game, and there was like 3 of us playing around a world that could be blown up just like Worms back in the day. And it was kind of cool. We were all characters, and I could see the players that were being these characters in real time. It's quite amazing, and that was on the Quest Pro. And I know the Quest 3 is going to offer better clarity when it comes to mixed reality. Some people aren't excited about mixed reality. Personally, I am. I think it's really cool. One of the best experiences of Quest Pro was I Expect to Die. You basically started in a wooden crate, and one of the best bits is when you basically pull back one of the like little doors to see through, and there is your real world. When you first ever see this, it's quite a mind-blowing thing. You know, it kind of messes with your brain a bit. It's also going to have a 120 hertz refresh rate, which I'm really pleased is starting to become normal. You know, like with Quest 2, a lot of games, even though the headset does do 90 and 120 hertz, it's very rare that any games can hit that, and I understand it, it's got limited power. But with Quest 3, it's offering 120 hertz, but personally I think a lot of the games will sit at 90. Now with PSVR2, native 90 looks absolutely gorgeous, and when you use PC with 90 or above, it's just a better experience. A refresh rate can definitely help with motion sickness as well. The smoother the experience, the better it is for everyone. Now, one thing I am really disappointed about is the fact there's not going to be any eye tracking. This has been one of the best things about PSVR2 for me. Now, to be fair, when a game like Firewall comes out, I actually find it quite a negative thing for the game. I don't enjoy it. I kind of wished it wasn't there. But when you play a game like Synapse, it improves the VR experience immensely. So it's going to be kind of like, I guess, a step forward, because honestly, being untethered to anything is a really cool VR experience, but at the same time, I'm definitely going to miss those features. Another couple of things I've noticed that have been hitting the news recently is that the controllers will be wirelessly charged. Now, no one can actually confirm this at the moment, as far as I know, but it definitely makes sense. The Quest Pro's got a little disc that you basically connect the controllers to, but to be honest, like, I don't actually put the headset on it anymore, because if you put the headset and the controllers on, it's just a pain in the arse trying to get these controllers on there and then put the headset on. So the headset actually charges separately for me, even though I don't really use it. But I think that's going to be kind of addressed for Quest 3. So hopefully you can charge your controllers and your headset comfortably. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure about the battery life. That's something that's very important. I mean, I'm hoping we get up to like the 3-4 hour mark with Quest 3, something I need to test very soon. And then there's the lenses themselves. Now, up to this point with Quest, you always needed a glasses spacer. But according to the recent unboxing leak, it looks like you're going to be able to move the facial interface forwards and backwards. Now, personally, I think this is going to be a massive help for a lot of people trying to get that exact clarity, you know, that, because who knows what the sweet spot's going to be like. It should be pretty big, but I'm hoping, like, with the ability to move it backwards and forwards, the exact fit for visual clarity for you. And not only that, it might be good for people who wear glasses. And overall, I just wanted to let you know that developers are very excited about Quest 3. You know, they can't tell me any specifics, but they're just excited about what it's going to bring to VR in general. Now, my question is, what about software? What are the games we're expecting? Then there's a leaked release date of October 10th. That does kind of make sense to me. Connect is obviously around the end of September, which means hopefully I'll actually have hands-on with the software. Maybe I'll even have one by then to start making my review. And then we've got the storage options. It comes in at $499, and I think you're going to get 128 gigs of storage, and I'm assuming they're going to do a 256, because to be honest, as these games improve, the sizes of the files are going to get bigger and bigger. And after what happened with the 64 gig Quest 2, which became like nigh on completely irrelevant as soon as like Medal of Honor dropped, it was literally bigger than what the headset can handle. It's very important that we get higher storage capacity for standalone headsets. So I look forward to reporting more on Quest 3 as time goes on. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Are you excited? Are you only interested in PSVR? Are you only interested in Quest 2? Do you want to see both grow? Now, personally, I go where the software is. And at the moment, when it comes to Quest, there's a lot of games coming out, but they're coming out on both platforms. So it's literally going to be, for me, is the hardware going to prove itself to be good enough for me to want to basically go, right guys, get rid of your Quest 2s, get Quest 3. That's what I'm all about trying to find out. Is this a really good experience for $500? I'll see you on the next one.